Hey guys, and welcome back to my Dark Souls playthrough. Last time I tried and failed to do some Gravelord invasions, and instead I met the same low-level twink twice. So, after going to bed, sleeping, while watching the Game Awards too, because those happened yesterday, I had the brilliant idea.
Well, hello
I'm
again.
gonna grab that
You
ember.
seem to need.
We're gonna buy stuff. Oh wait, I can buy all of it.
You'll get some.
I can't remember exactly how to get there. I can't remember. Well, I just said that, but I can't really remember how I... Oh, fuck you too, pal. I can't truly remember where the ember was, if it was behind the door or not. Because there's a door you have to open with a seal from Torius or whatever that you buy from Andre. I'm trying to get him over here. Also, did I pop a humanity last time? Or... Yeah, I'm a dumbass. Did I pop a humanity last time, or... Did I get that after I logged off, or after I... Or as I just got on? Oh shit, that hits hard. Really? Aw, oh, hell no, really? And that time it doesn't even remotely go my direction. This cunt doesn't even want to move. I know he can. Really? God, he's got such a weird fucking character model. I guess I have the +1 Estus flask. I can't remember if I showed that on picture or not, on screen, but I did. Yeah, we almost got him. Oh, now you want to jump here. Yeah, dumbass. You finally hopped here after the... You're almost dead. That's 2k fresh. Let's go back upstairs and get a refill. But speaking of the Game Awards, Jesus Christ, Claire Obscure fucking swept it. At this point, I'm like, alright, now I have to play this game, because I wasn't really... I was a little bit interested, but I wasn't really interested. I was sort of reserved. I was like, you know what, I'll let it go on, you know? Maybe I'll check it out a few years from now, who knows, when I'm bored. But at this point, I'm probably going to try to grab a copy soon, because, like, it got like 9 awards and Game of the Year. Kojima was blown the fuck out. Who else was a contender this year, really? This year, I don't think this year was good for video games. People thought Marathon had a chance. Marathon did not end up getting Game of the Year. Oh, cool. I somehow lost my internet connection. The fuck? What just happened? Did I just lose my internet? No, my phone still says I have Wi-Fi. Alright, let me... Fucking bitch. Raya's about to look at my items. Let me, put up whites. Can I use that? I can use it. Speaking of which, let me test something. Can I can leave a white soap. Alright, cool. So I could grind for humanity doing that, I guess. If I want to. I think you get humanity every time you, win a boss invasion. Or boss summon, whatever you want to call it. This leads to Black Knight. Yeah, we're in Dark Root. I'm just gonna do some tomfoolery here. If I can get some moss, that'd be nice, but guess not. Man, I'm just so surprised it got that much, honestly. I was like, damn. I didn't expect it to be that clean of a sweep. I don't know if it was rigged or not. It could have been. There's something. Blood red, that's cool. Maybe not useful, but I can trade apparently. For Sparkly the Crow. Large soul. No, I mean, really, there's such a nice atmosphere to these games. And actually, as I was thinking, I just have a feeling that this game, Dark Souls 1, was intended to be a sequel, but they just couldn't, in that sense. Or maybe they didn't want to do Demon Souls 2 per se, but they did like the general aesthetic and themes, so they decided, hey, let's make Dark Souls 1. On the other side of that thought process, I fucking hate that multiverse shit. Not multiverse per se, but it's, oh, what if all the Dark Souls games are actually in the same a timeline? Bloodborne's after you do Dark Souls 3. It's like, no, shut the fuck up. That whole line of thought, yep, not surprised, is from like the late 2000s, early 2010s. When people were so obsessed with like finding Easter eggs and connecting this, it's like the same era the Pixar theory came from. Also, I don't know what item I just got. Boss? Well, maybe. Well, there's not a boss here, but here. Oh, we're going the right way. That's good. Try attacking. I guess it's a flunk. No, I'm kidding. Kill that guy. No items. It's good to do the run down here too for souls. Actually, Grass Crest is down here. That'd be sort of nice. This thing get off me. This is not the right way, I don't believe, to where the boss is. I am in the right general area. Like that last place where I came in with the tree. That was where I was supposed to be, but I took the side route just to investigate. Wait. Nah, it's just random stone pillars. I don't know. It's just a very... This is a very moist, wet game to me. Where does this lead? Like, everything just looks like it's just covered in mildew and moss and... I mean, literally the moss, but it just... A very moist game. Like, humid. But cold humid, not hot humid. That's nice. Is that it? Got a stone greatsword. I'm not going to use that, but who knows? Maybe I will. Wolf ring. That's what I... Oh, shit, did I... I'm a genius. Alright, track that down. Walk back. But I did get wolf ring. And the poise boost is nice, so I'll take that. Oh, look at all this poison. Hey, ayo, ayo. No. No. I tried to poise through it. That's not how you do running attacks in this game. There we go. Blood red. Oh, they all drop something. Blooming, that's really useful. And purple, so I got each type. That was fucked. I could have just lost my, like, what I had, like 4K? Yeah, alright, so this is where I went, and I guess he stays dead. These guys can apparently drop blooming grass or grass clumps or fresh grass? Fresh, it's not herbs. Alright, so there's a stairway here. There was a stairwell. It's gone now. Kidding, it's here. Then I'm gonna walk back. But yeah, it's a very wet game. I like that vibe. Dark Souls 3 on the other end is a very dry game. I feel like everything would leave my hand just feeling dust. I mean, definitely the dust is intended, but... But I don't know if anyone else has this happen to them, but sometimes you just need to touch, like, for me, I need to hold something cold. Sometimes, just because my hands feel really dry. Right, like maybe a cold can of soda, an ice pack, something, just so my hand doesn't feel so fucking hot and dry. It's a little hot right now, too. Don't cast that shit. Yeah. But I feel like in Dark Souls 3, there would never be even like a cold piece of metal. Ha! You know, there'd never be a cold iron bar to touch. Everything in that game would just feel neutral or warm. Not in a good way, not in a comforting way, in a, I guess not a hostile way either, but not comforting kind of warm. Because, you know, when we talk about temperatures, anyone, when I say we, I mean humanity, people, warm can mean a few things, but usually warm has a positive connotation, you know, family, shelter, that type of thing. Hospitality, lived in. When I say it would feel warm, I thought those things were lizards. Whatever. I think they appear later. When I say warm in this context, I mean, it's like, this is where I came in? I think this is where I came in. It just would not have a cool aspect to it. Arid. It would have an arid feel. A warm in an arid way. But that's not to say this game is quite comforting and warm. Or warm in a hospitality way. Be wary of night, yeah. I don't know where that second night came from, but... Got lucky there? I don't know if these guys can one-shot or not, but I think they can. Oh, wait, they don't do any damage. Cool. The whole squad is on my ass now. That's really lovely. Alright, let's go back to where I have open air. There we go. And these big knight guys, well, they look like they get stuck. I know he just cast. Oh, fuck me. Oh. That's when we run. Now we know how that feels in this game. Yeah, and he was 1 R2 away from dying. There's another one of these guys here. I think he is stuck on a tree. Partially, at least. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do, but that's cool. So, you know, whatever. Back through here. And I was very tight. And I just I went further into the rat's nest to the point where... How much humanity do I have? Let's look. I have 5 humanity, so that's cool. I don't want to use these to heal at all, but... Sucks you can't hit them while they're getting up, but... Where else is there? This may be it. I'm just trying to get the Divine Ember for right now so I can have that open to me, because I do want to upgrade my mace and whatnot. Wow, 3R1s does it too. Fully stamina. I wonder what the lore is about the, Has anyone ever done a lore video on the, like the 1 or 2 dead Andre clones you find? I know they're not supposed to actually be clones, but, I mean, clearly there's something. Are they related? Yeah. I don't even have arrows. I have a bow. But... yeah, I should be fine. Left or right? I can't remember. Above. Alright. Should have probably brought a magic shield. That's fine. At least now I know I can take a few hits from them. It's a pretty cool boss. I did a few playthroughs on my PS3 of Dark Souls 1, and I only ever beat the game once. Not fully because it's hard, but because I was going for like mage builds. I did a pyro build and I did a wizard build, and they get pretty hard countered by their designated areas. You know, you go to Seath's area, everything resists magic, and you go to Quaylog's area, everything resists fire. And in hindsight, you know, I mean, I could always go back and finish those playthroughs, but maybe I'll just play another wizard. Maybe I'll do a second Dark Souls playthrough, record that, designate it as the wizard playthrough. That's not that bad. Yeah, sadly I don't have a bow. I do actually want to get a bow on this build. Infuse it. I think Occult is like the best infusion you can put on a bow for a face build, so try to get an Occult bow and use that with some Moonlight arrows. Yeah. Yeah, I'd rather not have to. Oh my fucking god, I rolled. Now I've used 2 humanity. I was doing so good. And then I fumbled. Yeah. I mean, the one time I wanted to roll, but it just didn't seem to work. Thank God. Death by 1,000 chip damage. There we go. There it goes. I actually used the Moonlight Butterfly Spear on my wizard build. I quite liked it. Thought it was cool. Now we gotta go up here. But yeah, no, I just love the feeling of this game. Are there, like, I'm curious if anyone knows that's watching, are there any more games that have this specific feel? Or the design, I guess, of just old castles covered in moss and vines. The very, well, Dark Garden's a very dark place with a sort of a somber blue atmosphere to it. Blacksmith. Yes. Pillage Corpse. Basement Key and Divine Ember. And a Homeward Bone. Imminent Despair. Speaking of keys, I did actually grab one off screen. It was the mystery key. Resembles a basic prison cell key. I was just playing around. I was relaxed. I was just running around off screen. Just killing a bit of mobs, talking to my friends. But not progressing the story any. And I ended up picking this up in the early part of Undead Settlement. So, but yeah, the mystery key appears to be a basic prison cell key. And then the basement key, I think I picked that up also off screen. I can't remember. Opens the inner passage below. Far face the Great Bridge in Undead Burg. Lower Undead Burg is a treacherous place. Do not turn your back on the wily thieves. Serve the Capra Demon. And there we go. Watchtower basement key. Basement of the watchtower from a stone cell. There are rumors of a hero turned harlot who was locked away by a dear friend. For his own good, of course. Yeah. Can't remember where I picked this up. Maybe it was on screen, but I know I didn't pick the mystery key up on screen. And then watchtower basement key I just got. And what's this divine ember? Plus 5% weapon to divine weapon. Yeah, divine weapons are for undead hunting. Used against undead in the pawns of necromancers. Divine embers are property of the church and intended for divine blacksmiths. I have... Oh, no, no. Fun. Alright, cool. I'm gonna have to run all the way back there. It's not that bad, but shit. I thought I could do the little connect. In that case, I'm gonna cut my recording here, and when I come back, I'll have my stuff again.